Yes, guys, here we are. It is Sunday. This means another episode of A Drink with Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their lives and their hopes and their dreams and their campaigns and the books, because I'm done with mainstream. The mainstream kind of sucks, and indie is where the passion is. Okay, guys. So today is a special day. Today is a special episode. It's a regular episode, but it's also kind of special because this is episode number 100. Number 100. We did 100 episodes of A Drink with Brink. It is crazy. It is crazy, guys. Absolutely bonkers that we managed 100 episodes with all kinds of cool guests and amazing projects and good-looking books, and I'm so privileged that I can do this. That's, it's fantastic, and that you guys show up. So you guys show up to watch and to comment and to interact. This is why we can do this. Why we do this, right? Without you, there's no point. So thank you all so much, guys. Thank you so much. For instance, Darkside is comics. Hail. You're not sure if it's Hail. Hail, Darkside. Welcome, sir. Guys, sign up to Darkside, his comics own YouTube channel, where he does daily comic book reviews. What was that dance, lol? It was just the Dave dance, the Brink twist. I don't know, man. It's something. It's something. I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained and myself, because I need to get in the mood. And and AGE Comics is also here. Welcome, AGE Comics. How are you this wonderful Sunday? It's Sunday afternoon where you are, I think. So welcome. Congrats. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, guys. Yesterday I launched Perfect 10 issue 4 on FundMyComic. So FundMyComic, we did a little. So you have the main campaign on Indiegogo, and we extended it to FundMyComic with a exclusive new cover drawn by Dan Dole. The link is in the description of this video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is a fantastic cover, and it's only available on FundMyComic. It will be a limited. So so go check it out and share the link and all that. So yeah, okay. I'm out of material to talk about. So it's time. It's time for the guest. It's time for the guest, because the guest is very, very interesting. I remember she's been on the show before. She had this wonderful story about how she got into comics and where the stories come from. And I was frankly amazed. And it's really cool to have her back. So let's just get this started, guys. May I have a very, very warm welcome for Miss Corissa Grant.
That's an awesome welcome. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me on. It's great. It's great to be back here. And on the 100th show, I feel super, super special.
Yes, the 100th guest. That's crazy, right? Absolutely bonkers.
Congratulations. That's insane. Yeah.
Yes.
And 1 year for me in 2 weeks. I'll be 1 year comics.
Yes. It's 1 year.
1 year Halloween
right now. And today we are talking about issue 7 of your running series.
Yep.
Oh, okay. This is nuts because I know many indie creators. I know indie creators, and I know my own job, what I do, and you manage more in 1 year than most indie creators do in 10 years, for instance. It's absolutely insane. So we need to talk about that. How you manage this, right? It's so you have, because you told me before the show, you guys are working right now on issue 9 of this series, right?
Issue 9 started being, the cover's done, and the issue got started being sketched out yesterday. So we got 6 yesterday and 6 pages today. So 9 is on the way. Yeah. So yeah. Hi, Mike. Okay. And Age, I guess.
Every time you're on my show, I'm just astonished. I tell you. Mike, welcome, Mike. Welcome. Good evening to you, Dave. It's Canada Thanksgiving. Oh, really? Plus a day off work, so it's busy for me today. I'm probably gonna have to back your FundMyComic exclusive cover too. And welcome again, Corissa. Number 100. Yay!
I didn't know it was going to be 100. This is a big deal. Yeah.
Verily, yeah. I was thinking, should I do something extra? Should I change the intro to the show? I had all these things planned, and eventually I just didn't have the time. So I didn't have time. All I did for today was put on this new hat. So
and it's a snazzy hat. I like it.
John A. Douglas, welcome, John.
Hi, John.
Good afternoon to you. John is a wonderful writer. Nice to see you, John. All right, Corissa. Let's see. So, for the people who don't know you, can you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Corissa Grant. I am the writer and creator of Worthy Chaos Comics. And my comic is its own weird genre. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Supernatural in the town of Silent Hill within the world of Resident Evil, with good omens and then Evil Dead tossed in with all that. So yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. The story is unique in the way that I have a co-writer that does Draven, the demon descendant. So we have 2 main characters, Seraphina, who's an angel descendant, and I write everything she does. So when I'm writing, I write the story and I write Seraphina's thoughts, actions, whatever. And then my co-writer comes in and writes Draven's reactions to everything that I wrote. So when you're reading the comic book, the 2 different characters are written by 2 different people. So that's why they have these 2 unique personalities that you don't usually get when you read a story of any kind, usually. Mm-hmm. I'm sure someone does it, but I don't know anyone that does it. So,
right. But, yes.
Yeah.
So in short, you had this long running forum RPG story that you did with someone else, right? You converted it to a comic book script.
Yeah.
And because you both had different characters, these characters' dialogues also belong to different writers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
So you didn't change anything for the dialogue to when you converted it?
No, everything's the same.
Mhm.
You know, the story is the same, but I added in things. When I was writing the comic book, I decided to bring their fathers in early. The characters won't see them, but we see them. So we kind of get some exposition, you know, about how they're not human because they think they're human. But we get to see that they're not because the fathers are there telling them that these are our kids and this is who they are. Um,
Mhm.
and Anubis originally wasn't in it as much. In the story, he was in it a very brief time. And we loved Anubis so much that when I saw him in the comic, I had to, you know, increase him. So he's in every issue now, pretty much every issue. He's in it a lot more come book 4. But mostly he's in the background now. He's doing his thing. And yeah, he's an important part of it. And the longer he's in it, the more he's in it. And in series 2, he's a main character. So, um,
Yeah.
so issue 7 is the final issue of book 1. We have 5 books that are written.
Mhm.
1 is 1 through 7, and it's like they're in Silent Hill type town. The town is being merged with hell.
What's the town called?
Uh, it is Dark Lake.
Dark Lake.
Dark Lake.
Dark Lake.
Yeah.
By the way, I hear myself as echo through you.
I don't
For
hear.
the record. Oh.
Weird. I don't hear any echoing.
Oh. Okay. Maybe.
I don't know
Never mind.
why, but I don't have earphones, so that's maybe why you hear and I don't. I don't know.
Right.
That would be
So
distracting. I'm sorry.
what I would like to talk about today, before we dive into your campaign, because I find it fascinating, is your work process, right? So because you work very fast, especially for an indie creator. So how do you manage that? What's your structure? What's your process? Can you talk about that?
I think it's the lack of structure is why I'm so fast. I don't do it all those important things like planning and outlining. I
Okay.
sit down and I write, and I think I'm up to script 19. So I've converted the first 18 issues. And yeah, I don't think ahead. Even when I'm writing the main story, I pretty much just write. Even my co-writer has no idea what I'm going to write. It's all a mystery. And then when I hand it to my co-writer, I have no idea what they're going to respond to it. So
Exactly.
yeah,
This is 100% pantser story, right?
this is what?
Like a pantser, like you don't know where you're going. You're
Yeah,
just writing as you go.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. It was like I woke up a couple of months ago and I had no idea how series 2 was going to start. And then all of a sudden I just knew when I got on the computer and I wrote it. I had no idea beforehand how it was going to go. I
Mm-hmm.
had no idea how the series spinoff book 5. We were literally writing book 5 and I had no idea what how it was going to end. And then I had a dream and I was like, oh, I know exactly how it's going to end. And I got up and I wrote it and it was 8,500 words. And that was the end of the book, of the spinoff. So yeah, none of this was planned. You know, we were writing for fun. We got obsessed with the characters and we wrote nonstop. We had our 3 years of writing 2 weeks ago, and we celebrated by watching Army of the Dead and pizza. So well deserved. And yeah, it was I think we passed the 1 million word mark of writing like 4 months ago. So
Wow.
yeah. So this series 1, I can't say this series, but series 1 has 50 issues that completes the series. We started series 2. We're like 5 issues in, I think. The spinoff is 45 issues already written. The prequel has 10 issues already written, and series 2 of the spinoff has like 4 or 5. I'm still working on the origins. So I'm writing how the angel and demon first started their feud, how Seraphina and Draven were created, and how they've met that way, and how Anubis is connected because all 3 of them care about souls, you know, in different ways, of course. You know, Anubis weighs them, and the angel judges them, and the demon devours them. So it's quite a few different ways to do it. So yeah, there's a lot there to write. There's a lot behind the scenes. there's such a world building with it that it's hard not to like I want to just tell everybody everything. It's such a cool
Yes.
story.
I know the feeling.
And book one is pretty much obviously you meeting them and you seeing what they went through, how they were separated for 10 years because of the demon and they thought each other was dead and all that stuff. So you get to see all that fun stuff. It's really a survival horror love story in a way. It's like Romeo and Juliet in hell. These two characters obviously have this bond that they would do anything for each other. They can't express that to each other. It's just how they are, but they do obviously love each other. And then you have their fathers that are after this angelic weapon that Serafina was created from. And if they can get their hands on this weapon, they can tip the scales of the war between heaven and hell in either's favor. The father wants it for another reason, but he's using the war as an excuse to get resources from heaven, so that he can get the weapon for his own reasons, which we won't find out for quite some time. So there's that.
Okay, since you don't really outline your stories, right? You just write it down. So it just comes to fruition, right?
Yeah.
So is it by accident that issue 7 is the last issue in this arc?
Yeah, it's purely by accident. I separated the books by environment. So so at the end of this one, they go into the haunted asylum where they're trapped with ghosts and zombies and giant salamanders, and then they're in that for book 2 and book 3. They're in an infested city of zombies, and they meet up with other survivors, and they're trying to survive and get through that. And it's kind of like Resident Evil, except for the experiments are for a different reason in a different way. And that's 10 issues for book 3. And then 4 and 5 are on an island that's kind of like Code Veronica, but cooler. And there's all these experiments. They go to hell, they go to heaven, they do all these things. So a lot happens in the story. Yeah.
Right. A lot of things planned.
Yeah. Book 2 was supposed to be 7 issues, and now it's 6. I combined the last 2 so that we could be done by Halloween. So the last issue in 2 is 58 pages, so it might as well be 2. But I wanted to get it done earlier in the year. So yeah.
So because you're working on issue 9, so this means you will still do three issues before Halloween? Wait, did I get that right?
They won't be released. Only 7 is going to be released. Book issue 8, which is book 2. It's technically chapter 1 of book 2. Will be released January 8th.
Right.
So we'll be done with 8 and 9 by then. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. A lot of books.
Yeah, a lot of books. Yeah. It's I don't know how we keep it all straight, but we do.
Yes. So besides that, right? So you write the books, but besides that, there's a lot of other stuff that needs to be done. So it needs to be drawn, it needs to be colored, it needs to be lettered, then it needs to be made print ready, it needs to go to the printer, then it gets back to you, then it needs to get to the backers, right?
This is issue 7.
Oh, wait. Let me show this. It is done. It is done, guys. And this is the campaign you have right now.
And it was very hard to share the pages on the Kickstarter because everything is a spoiler. Because this one shows, a lot that happens. It answers a lot of questions that happened in the last 6. So yeah, there's a lot in there. So it's 38 pages. It's extra large. It's cost the same, the 38, but yeah, a lot happened. And it's 38 pages of story. Not 38 pages of extra pictures or whatever. It's 38 pages of story. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have so much script. You just send them off to the artist. Who's your artist?
Jonas DaCosta. Yeah.
Jonas DaCosta. You send it off to Jonas, so he continues to work on that
nonstop.
And you have so he can produce one every 5-6 weeks or something complete.
He pretty much gets done between 4 and 6 weeks. Yeah, he took the last week off to go on vacation, and I was having withdrawals, but he decided to work the weekend before and this weekend. That's why he's working this week, so that way he can kind of catch up. So yeah, he's working his butt off. So he gets withdrawals if he doesn't. He was on vacation and he wrote to me and said, "I can't wait to get home and get pages," and I was like, "Yeah, me too."
Oh really? Wow, that's fantastic. So yeah. So it's like you can work, he can work, and Rule does he get back to you often with questions about the script, for instance, or
Nope,
what's
he
going
just
on
does
there?
his thing. The only
Hmm.
time I think maybe there's been like 2 questions in the last issue. He didn't understand something the how I had written it. And that was my fault because it had more than one word for whatever it was. And thank you, John. And
Yeah.
but yeah, generally he just does his thing and sends it off. And once in a while, though, he has a horrible memory. So sometimes there's little things that need to be tweaked. Like we just discovered that a couple of pages, she has a for issue 8 or 2 or 1, whatever you want to call it. She had a metal wound, a metal thing sticking out of her arm, and it was
Hmm.
there for a certain amount of time. And then he forgot to take it out in some and forgot to put it in others, and so he had to go back and fix all those. But all
Yeah.
fixed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Horrible. You call it horrible. You call it horrible memory, but this guy drew like 3,000 pages, so of course he forgets things,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Book all of book 1 is 222 pages.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and John is absolutely correct. We love seeing indie comic creators thrive. This makes us happy. This is fantastic. It means you're doing something right. So you have this audience, steady audience, right? Do
Right.
you notice with your campaigns that your audience is growing, or is it steady? What's the situation there?
It's steady. We'll bring in some, 10 to 20 new ones per about but mostly it's, I need to get to new audiences. It's steady, and I have a lot of returning backers. Like I think more than most. I think it was like 65% return, and which is a lot for
Fantastic.
indie. But yeah, I need to get more it out there because everyone that reads it loves it. They love
Hmm.
the panel work, the art, the dialogue. And I got really lucky with they love the characters, and of course everyone loves Anubis. So
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
not to love,
right.
right?
So people do come back. So
Oh,
each issue has a set number of pages, or does it differ?
no. No, I tried to keep it at 28, but it almost always goes up. It's either 28, the average is 28 to 32.
Yeah.
But like
Okay.
issue 7 had so much going on, and that's 38 pages. um I've only had one issue that I could accomplish at 24. It was issue 5 was the only one. Everything else has been 28 to 32 or more. So
Hmm.
but they're all the
Right.
same price, so no one can yell at me. But yeah, it's
Yes.
I tried like for book 1, for book 2, chapter 1, I just say issue 8. I had it at 28, and I was like, all right, I got them all at 28. And then I reread it, and I was like, oh, he's fighting a zombie here. I'm gonna want bigger panels of fighting zombies, and
Hmm.
they're fighting a giant salamander here. This needs a bigger panel. So it went to
Uh-huh.
32 pages. So my bad. So
Right. But not only that, but you also, because the story is written beforehand, you basically cut it up, right, in
yes, I
parts.
separate in sections. Like I'm
Yeah.
still scripting book 3,
Hmm.
but I separated them already, so I know where each one's going to end. That's why I don't know the pages. It depends how much is on each page. The average
Sure.
amount is about 10,000 words per issue is the average that I've noticed. So I've been separating wherever there's a really cool cliffhanger. I end around that 10,000 mark. And then I manipulate the pages. But I'd rather have 40 pages than not have everything I want in that issue. So yeah, it's whatever is going to happen in that
Sure.
issue.
But with 10,000 words, you mean from the original
Novel.
writing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
From the novel, I take about 10,000 words per issue, but it
Sure.
ranges from 10,000 to 12,000 depending.
Hmm.
But the average, it seems, has been about 10,000, and
So
that's
what?
usually about 32 pages, 28 to
So what?
32.
What is your decision based on when you decide this is where this issue needs to end? So you
I love
need to have
cliffhangers.
some moments, right?
Yeah, I love cliffhangers. My story has a cliffhanger every other page, but there's always these major cliffhangers that I try to. Nothing fake though. I don't like to do the fake death or anything, and then they're live in the next issue. So, I'm sure that's in there somewhere, but I try not to do that,
Okay.
which I could have done at certain points, but I decided to be like, all right, well, I'll just do it within the issue. But major cliffhangers. Book 3 has major cliffhangers, and every single time there is so much happening in book 3 that it's
Hmm.
insane. Which is why it's my favorite. But I love obviously all the books. I even forget what's in most of them, and I've read them like 5 times. Like I forgot how good book 2 was until I was scripting, and I was like, I don't remember this or this, and you know,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, there's
that's
this
cool,
many
right?
zombies in here, and yeah, I totally forgot. And there's like ghost children, and which are like horrid. I think ghost children are creepy as all. But yeah, there's a lot that goes on in these books. But if people think that everyone tells me, oh, book these issues are there's so much action. There's so much action. It's like, wait till you get to book 2. It's like nonstop fighting, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's always a lot going on. Yeah.
Right. So do you ever encounter like moments like you have the story, you convert it to the script, and that you kind of rewrite things that you think I'm not really satisfied with the scene, but now's my chance to do it a little bit different.
I
Does that
don't
happen?
mostly do things different. I mostly add on, you know,
Okay.
like
Right.
in the book, we didn't have Anubis playing fetch with a hellhound, you know, in book 5, for whatever, I think what happened is we were writing the spinoff, book 5 in the spinoff, and she was in hell being imprisoned in hell. And these hellhounds were kind of like the guards. And one of the hellhounds, she named him Croc, was licking her hand, and she said, "Are you tasting me, or did you want to be pet?" So it kind of became her pet in that, and he would be, all of the worlds are mirrored, so Croc would be somewhere in Redemption,
Mhm.
but it would be a different thing. So to add him in, he became Anubis's pet this time, and now he follows Anubis around with a stick, so in his mouth. Yeah. So that was
All
not in
right.
the novels, but I love it, and it's my favorite, and now everyone loves Croc. And the reason why his name is Croc, for anyone that doesn't know, he Crocolite, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Crocolite is this really rare, beautiful red gem. It looks like a ruby, but it's not. And if you handle it too much, it's actually quite poisonous. Um,
Mhm.
and a hellhound's bite is poisonous to angels, so Croc's bite would be poisonous to the angels. So she called him that because he's beautiful, he's red, and she knows that if he bit her, then she would, be poisoned. Draven does not like Croc because of that one aspect of him being poisonous. But yeah, in the spinoff, it's her pet, and in this one, it's Anubis's pet. So she has no pets in this one. I'm actually quite disappointed. I realized, like, after we wrote it all, I was like, she has a rat, and she has a rat and a the hellhound in the spinoff as pets, and later on she gets a like a saber-toothed tiger, but she has nothing in this one. The rat got
Oh,
killed. The rat
oh
got
no.
killed in the prequel, and the hellhound is Anubis's, and so we're all out of pets here. But oh well, that shows how redemption is just a little bit more brutal than than salvation, I guess.
Well, with so many pets and characters, you still have a lot of plushies to make, right?
I have 2 new. So
You have some
it's
new
already.
ones? All
I
right.
have a lot of new ones, but this one already got sold out. This was my Hellhound plushie for
Oh, great.
this issue. It got sold out right away. He's probably going to be back in book 2. Everyone knows my Anubis plushie.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's 2 left of him. And then I have the Merman sold out, and there's 2 more of the Skeleton Birds from issue 3, and the Skeleton Birds will be back in book 4, I think. So yeah, so you can still get 2 of these. And yeah, but every book's gonna have 2 new plushie monsters. The next
Right.
book has the plushie salamanders, with the nice teeth and long tongue, and we also have
Yeah,
our zombies that have straitjackets on. So those will
sure.
be, yeah, because they're in a haunted asylum, so a lot of the zombies have straitjackets.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
perfect sense.
right. I
Yeah.
thought so. So yes, we'll have those. They're getting made as we speak. Because I just thought of them like 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
So this contrast between you making like this horror-esque story, and from that come these
Yeah,
amazingly
you need horror
cute,
plushies. There's not
plushy
enough horror
characters.
plushies out there. Yeah. And we also have a new song per book. So the
Oh,
video for the Kickstarter, if anyone listens to the video on the Kickstarter, that is the background music to our song that was written specifically for our characters. And that is an add-on for $3. You get both the vocal and the instrumental version. Book 2 is the song is in the works, and it's going to be a zombie song with my characters, and that'll be coming out in January. So
Wow,
we like to do different things.
that's a great segue to your trailer.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how we do it. So let's watch the trailer.
Just
Let
be
me know.
prepared. The trailer is 3 minutes long, so
Really?
yeah.
Should we watch it all? Is it?
Most people like it, so if they don't mind watching 3 minutes, it tells you the summary of all the issues so far. And then it has Anubis animation at the end. So if you don't mind playing it, you can.
Okay.
It's fine by me.
Sure. Let me know if the sound doesn't work. Right.
Sure. I hear it.
Ooh la la. Ah, that's cool.
There you go. You tell I want animation.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right. Cool. Right. So one thing that I like when writing, right, is one aspect of writing stories. Oh, by the way, welcome Chris from Red Dress Press.
Hello.
Welcome, sir. We're talking today with Corissa Grant. We're taking a look at Redemption, a horror adventure comic issue 7. But basically, people can get 1 through 7 here.
You can even only, if you just want one, it's also a tier. So you can get a PDF issue 1 or a printed issue 1. Are both available, and then there's all the back issues and variants in the add-ons, so you can get 1 and 2 and 3 if you want. There's also a mini tier, catch-up tier, which is 1 through 3. There is a catch-up tier for the PDFs, which is $5 for issue 1, and you get the black and white version and color, And for $20, you get all 14 PDFs, which is the color and the black and white. And since we already passed the stretch goal, everyone gets 20 additional PDFs, 4 new
What?
ones.
20?
Yeah, our stretch goal is other indie creators donate their issue ones to me. So I add 2 to 4 new ones per bundle. So this time it is 20 for new people and 4 new ones for returning backers. And they're all awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So for $5, if you bought $5 issue 1, you can have mine and 20 others. So it's worth it, people.
Okay, guys, what's keeping you back right now? This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. All right. Yeah. What I wanted to ask you, right, is that one thing that I like as a writer when I construct a story is like putting in a little foreshadowing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know things will happen, so you can work towards it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because you basically write the story as you go. For instance, I saw this part about the cultist and they captured this Sarah's her name,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Right. So did you know beforehand what they wanted? Was that planned, or did you figure things out while you were writing?
I figured things out as I was writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And you never get stuck. It's you always find a way out.
Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, I sometimes think the character's just using me as a vessel in it, and she knows everything that needs to be written, because I've actually argued with her. There's a scene in book 5 that I remember writing, and I had her walk into this dark room, and the floor felt like cotton, and it was really weird. And while I was writing, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. These things like shot out and connected to her skin, and I was like, I don't know where this is going. And the character's like, just keep writing. I was like, this makes no sense. I have to start over. And then my character said no. So I kept writing. And when it was done, it was the coolest scene I had written. And I sent it to my co-writer. And my co-writer's like, what the hell? Where did this come from? I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. So my co-writer's like, I can't wait to see where it's going. And I was like, me too. So yeah, sometimes I have no idea where it is while I'm writing it. So I try not to think too hard. Thinking's difficult. I try not to do it. I just write.
No, but that's the cool thing about these RPG stories that basically develop. So you go on this adventure. Mm-hmm. You don't know as a writer where things go, and that's part of the fun, right?
Yep,
that's part of it. Great. So let me see. You have the current issues. That's I think these are
1 through 6. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the current issues, and then 7, of course, is now out.
Yeah, it's basically done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's hand in hand. The only thing I don't buy are variants. I buy them when the campaign ends, because I don't know how many there'll be. So I just buy whatever people request. And right now, so there's like a debate going on between me and Lori. You know Lori. She has Path of the Pale Rider, which, by the way, is live now. And if you back her campaign and my campaign, there is a one-of-a-kind print that everyone will get for free if you back both.
Nice.
Yeah. But side note, we have 2. So there's 2 covers that are similar in mine. There's one with artistic scratches and one that's clear. Lori likes the scratch one and I like the clear one. And when I first initially asked her, because the artist is like, which one do you prefer? I can't make decisions. I'm Pisces. I can't choose between 2 things. So if you want to go with, if Pisces
that's convenient.
Not, yeah. So I can't choose between 2. So I sent them to her and she chose the scratches. And I was like, oh, you don't agree with me. I like the non-scratches. So I set a poll up with my 5,000 Twitters and my 5,000 followers on Facebook. And it was so split down the middle. And the people were so adamant. Like, it wasn't just like, no scratches, no scratches. It was like scratches because, your story's dark and this happens and this happens. And then somebody else is like, no, it's because your story is darker that you want the clear version because it's. So I had to have both, but we're still at war on which one's going to win. And right now, no scratches is winning. So you can buy no scratches or both. You could buy obviously the scratches, but I'm trying to win, and right now mine's ahead. But yeah, a lot of people have either bought the no scratches or both. So that seems to be the way it's going. So we'll see who wins. Yeah.
All right. All right. All right.
That's my main cover. That's my artist, Jonas. It's actually
Yes,
an homage to a supernatural cover.
This one.
Yeah, that one. I forgot who the characters were in the original. I think it was Castiel, Sam, Dean, and I think Jack. And then of course there was like some kind of weird. It was an awesome poster, but yeah, I homage that. And if you go down, you'll see our angel and demons fight. This is the first time they've even been on a cover, really.
It's cool.
Yeah. So that's Seraphina's father and Draven's father fighting. So hers is the angel.
Who's the artist here? Is this a guest artist?
Yeah, his name is Jesus Ferraro.
Okay.
He's on Facebook. He's done 3 or 4 of my covers, but I think this is the first one I've actually used. I buy a lot of covers ahead of time. So this is, I think, my first one of I have a zombie one coming up. I have an Anubis one.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
And then
look at this
one. This is the scratches, and this is by Erwin. His name is directly under there. And he's amazing. This is the first time I've commissioned him, and he's phenomenal. Anubis looks, totally badass there, and yeah, so it looks phenomenal. So this is the scratches version, which you're of course welcome to get. But if you scroll down, you'll see how beautiful the no scratches is.
All right.
And that's the one I chose. That's the one that's in the metal tier. Is the clear version. And there's a group where you get 3 covers. The default is scratches because I thought it'd be more popular. But you can message me and I'll switch it out for the no cover or for the no scratches, or you can get the no scratches as an add-on, which is what most people have done so far. So,
right. Well, as long as people can get both of them, right?
Yep.
It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. They're both cool.
It does not matter, but I still want to beat Lori.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. And we have some interior work by Jonas.
Yep. And I will tell you that each issue has an Easter egg from a horror movie, horror game, or an urban legend. And when the hardcover is released, then whoever finds all of the Easter eggs gets a 3D printed, or the first to find the 3D printed wins a 3D printed Anubis for free. I'm going to tell all your listeners that the Easter egg is actually on this page, and it's a very hard one because not a lot of people go back that far or remember. But for anyone that remembers, the dagger is from Krull, and the handle is from the weapon on Krull. So that is the first. That is the last Easter egg of this series.
Right. So this one you gave away for free.
Yep.
Okay.
For your listeners and for Laura's listeners, so you got to be one or the other.
So how many do people need to guess?
There's one. There's one per book, and they can be as obvious as can be, as in a building or a vehicle and tint, or they could be as tiny as a typewriter or something in the background. So those are big hints for all of you.
Oh, a typewriter. Okay. Well,
yeah.
now she's dropping hints.
Yes.
Dropping hints, guys.
So whoever finds all of them, or one per each. There might be extras, but like there's a little thrown in ones like Dean's birthday is listed in one of the room numbers or one of the license plates, and that's an extra. But whoever finds one per issue, so you have to find 7 to get the 3D Anubis. So.
And they are related to horror, like movies or
supernatural. It's Buffy, horror, supernatural, or Resident Evil is the or 90s movies like Nightmare on Elm Street. There's also Saw. There's some Saw, but I think that's in book 2. Friday the 13th. So yeah, all it could be anywhere horror or horror game related. So good luck.
I would not have guessed this one.
I know that's the hardest one. That's why it's gonna be the hardest one. It's also my favorite.
if you used the other weapon from Kroll, then everyone would have guessed it.
Yeah, I think that would be a little too obvious.
The famous weapon. What?
I also don't want to get sued, but yeah.
What was it called? The glaive?
Glaive. Yep.
The glaive. Yeah, the glaive.
I want to get
All
a
right.
replica of this dagger. That's the spirit dagger. It steals your soul. So.
Okay. Right. Yes.
And there's Anubis and his hellhound.
So who does the lettering?
Jonas does.
Jonas does the lettering also. He's busy.
Yeah, he actually right now for this book did everything. Pencil, ink, color, lettering. For book 2, we actually hired a letterer to help my artist not burn himself out. So so Matt Chambers it has joined he is now coloring finishing up issue 8, and he will start issue 9 in a week or so.
All right. I'm not sure what this is about. 2 scoops.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Is this I don't know. All right. Nice.
Yeah.
This is a nice panel.
Yeah. The
some wind effects here.
Yeah.
So what's happening? What did you write here?
So so the 2 characters are running towards the asylum, which once you go in, you can't get out. So the demon Asma is trying to stop them from going in, but the father Remnal is saying, "No, I'll do it." So they're actually fighting back and forth. However, by setting off the wind, it actually is what traps them in there. So it is technically their fault for trapping them in the asylum. So
right,
yeah,
all right, wow, cool. Here we see some little pieces from this Fabio Simao. I recognize the art style.
Yep.
Do you do a cover?
Fabio?
Yeah.
He did for the past issues. He's going to work on another one for book 2. But this is one of the covers he did. This is it in metal, which you can get, by the way, in the add-ons, both in metal and regular. But this is Fabio's, cool. And I actually have the original art hanging right there that none of you will ever have, but you can get a cover. I don't sell my original art. I'm too obsessed with my own story.
Sure. Yeah.
It's too bad because I'd probably make good money because somebody offered $500 for the original Ken Hunt cover, which is issue 4 of Anubis, and I gave it to my co-writer instead. So.
Right. All right. Yes. It's tough to part with awesome art.
Yes.
Past issue art. We have some sneak peeks, some thumbnails.
Yep.
Previous issues, chapter 4, chapter 5. You can check it out, guys. The link to this campaign is in the description of the video. I also got it pinned in the chat. Go check it out. If you back it, let us know. Yep. We can celebrate.
And if you forget the link or you forget about it later, the easiest way to find us is to just search Worthy Chaos on Kickstarter, and we're the only thing that pops up. Super
Worthy
easy.
Chaos.
Yep.
Where did that name come from?
So Seraphina, since she's met Draven, because of her angelic blood, it attracts everything evil. And so all the trouble that happens is because of her. And she always feels like a burden to Draven over this because he's the one that has to or tries to protect her. And because of that, he always says that she's worth it. So she is the Worthy Chaos.
All right. Yes. All right. We can check out the reward tiers right here.
Yeah.
That's excellent. So you have the PDF for just $5, and you just said that people can get like almost 20 extra digital comics with this one, right?
Yep. All of the tiers will now have 20 extra PDFs. Yeah. Every single tier comes with its own PDF. So you don't have to buy both. If you buy a regular tier or a variant, it will come with the corresponding PDF. So as a tier, yeah.
All right.
So here is issue 1. So if you just want to get a taste of it, there you go. Issue 1.
I got to say this example page that you used here has me intrigued. This looks very nice. It's very small, but it looks really good, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I love the clothing and the body types. Really nice.
Yeah.
Issue 7 in black and white and color. So wait, you can pick between black. Wait,
Nope,
huh?
you get both.
You have two
Every-
versions.
Every PDF comes in black and white and color. Yeah, of
Oh,
mine, not the other.
why?
One.
Why is that? Why did you do
So
that?
originally, when we started, my artist does amazing black and white, and I had shown somebody, and they said they actually prefer black and white. So it's doesn't cost me more to offer the black and white before it's colored. So there we are.
Right. Okay, cool. Issue 1 printed, 28 glossy pages. Oh, the entire book is glossy.
Every single page is 80-pound glossy. So all the pages of my books are very thick, very heavy, and awesome.
Awesome, of course. Nice. For $10, so you ship worldwide.
So I listed as I only ship to United States. However, as of now, I have discovered how to ship cheaper. I did not know how to do that before to ship overseas. So for now, for this one, if anyone's interested, just message me and we'll figure out the shipping. And next campaign, I will have the worldwide shipping.
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Especially when the hardcover comes out. That's going to be, I'm going to ship that everywhere.
Right. This is how you do it. Just throw yourself in this and you learn as you go.
Oh, I said the infamous words when I first thought of that. How hard can it be? It's incredibly hard, people. It is the hardest thing I've ever done before, and I've started 2 businesses before. So yeah.
Wow. But you're doing it, and you're successful. It looks nice.
Your luck.
Pure luck? No, I don't think so. Maybe a little bit, but issue 7 printed and PDF regular. Oh, you get the printed plus the digital, yep. Right? Wait, this is 7 for $10.
Yep.
Oh, you also get the digital here, so you get it with every printed version.
Every printed version comes with the PDF. Yep. And there's issue 7, the first variant, which is the 2 angels fighting. Yep. And then you have to decide if you want one of the other ones. The next one is the scratches. So that's the scratches. And then the next one would be no scratches. And all of them are in the add-ons. So like if there's a higher tier that you want, you can get the add-ons. You can get it as an add-on. Right. So we have some very good tiers. 2 are sold out, unfortunately. But well, fortunately for me, unfortunately for you.
Right. And you wanted but you preferred the one without the scratches, right?
I prefer the no scratches. I think it's bright. I understand where they're coming from, where the scratches is artistic, but it's just so clear. So I like the no scratches.
Yes. Well,
then you make very nice though.
Then you make this one a little bit more expensive. And then you win.
I thought about it, but I wanted to be on equal terms when I win.
Oh, sure. All the books in PDF format for $20. That's 7 books, guys, for $20.
And 14 PDFs because you get the black and white too.
Black and white too, plus the extra books, right?
Plus the extra 20. Yep. So $20 will get you 27 stories.
Holy shit. That's fantastic. Jonas Olsen, that's a famous name. Hello, Jonas.
It's a little harder to just say ship everywhere because it's like $20 and everyone's different. And I can't really just ship everywhere. But for the hardcover, I will. So if anyone wants the hardcover when it comes out, that'll be shipped.
Jonas says always ship to everywhere, but with the cost it costs.
Yeah, but it's hard to tell what it's going to cost unless I check every single place. So it's a little tricky. But I ship through Pirate Ship, and apparently there's a way to do it. You have to talk to them. I don't know why, but you have to talk to them and work out something, and then you can ship everywhere, and it's like 55% off. So overseas.
That's crazy.
And I'll have to do it anyway because I'll ship anywhere. You just have to message me. You can't go through because I'd have to look up shipping. That's all. And 2 of these have sold, the bookmarks. Oh, that's the mini catch-up tier if you just want 1 through 3. And then there's I'll show you.
Yeah. Could you show us something?
Yeah.
There we go.
So this is the embroidered bookmark. It's all embroidered, and then you have the back. It's Worthy Chaos Comics. It's got all the little details, and it's got little skulls that hang. So
that is cool.
Yeah. So there is 4 left. Yeah, 4 left.
Okay. And that comes with this tier, or what did you say?
It comes with the only way to get it is to get that tier, which is the original cover, stickers, 3 different stickers, the trading card, and the PDF and the bookmark are all for $23.
Right. Okay. So 4 left, guys. 4 left.
Yep.
Then you have the issue 7. You have a lot going on. Issue 7, regular cover with large 2 sides, embroidered.
Yeah.
Bookmark. It's the first time I ever pronounced that word.
I love embroidered stuff. They just look so nice. I just love them. And then the next one is Anubis, and it's an Anubis Lego, and it comes with a custom 3D printed staff that we had done specifically for our Anubis.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I think
crazy.
we sold 2 of those so far, I think. So I'm not sure how many left. Maybe 8, maybe less.
Jonas says that shipping to Sweden is about $25 and 10 more for custom. Yeah, the custom fees are crazy.
Well, it's supposedly cheaper through Pirate Ship, so I'm going to be working out some kind of deal with them, and that way I could ship anywhere and not have to destroy everyone's wallet. And this is so you get 3 covers. I always offer the 3 covers, but since there's 2 technically for the scratch and no scratch, the default is scratches. And if you want no scratches, just message me. Or if you want both, you could just select no scratches in the add-ons when you buy it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
And now this is the printed catch-up tier. It's all 7 issues, trading card, 3D rubber keychain, sticker, and 2 buttons, and then the PDFs 1 through 7 for $59. That's one of our most popular tiers.
Great stuff.
Now we have a lot of 3D printed stuff. So first one,
this little statue here.
Yeah, it's the last one. This is the last one. We sold like 20 of them over the last 7 issues, and this is the last one available. So whoever wants it, snatch it up now. Comes with a gold-plated Anubis coin, stickers, trading card, and the 1 issue and the PDF. The second one is our design of our cute angry Anubis. It's the chibi style. They're all 6 inches for the tiers. There is 2 more left. I think there's 2 more left of this one, 2 or 1. I can't remember, but we will might have them eventually back. But for now, that's the most we have. And then the next one is a new one that we have, which I can show you, is the 3D printed bust. So it's on its own stand. And
so good.
You can paint it or you can leave it as is. I'm going to probably paint one for me. And I think there is 8 left. Don't quote me, but I think there's 8 left.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we have our plushie department. The skeleton bird, 2 left. The hellhound is sold. I have to put a sold stamp on that. I got to do it later. And then there's the Anubis. There's 2 left. And that's the metal tier. So you get the metal tier, no scratches because it's shiny, and it comes with 3 metal trading cards and some stickers and the PDF. And then we have the statue, which is sold out. So the zombie merman is sold out. There was only 1 made, and that's that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the next one is 1 available and will never be made again because my clay artist that I've worked with for 5 years has refused to do people and just did it for me. So there's the bust there. It's a unique clay, so it's got like a skin texture to it. And that is the last one. And I paid a lot more than that. I paid $150 just for the statue, and you're getting all of those. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty. That's pretty.
It's pretty cool. And then there's 1 Anubis, tall Anubis left, and then there won't be any more made. That's that one. And that's 12 inches and handmade. These are all handmade. So
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and then this is the metal ketchup tier. You get 1 through 7, all in metal, all the PDFs, all the metal trading cards, and metal bookmarks, and the gold-plated coin, and that's $2.55 for all of that.
Wow, you have a lot, and then you have a lot of add-ons. Okay, people can check out the add-ons themselves, right?
Yeah, make
Because
sure
you
you
have a
check
lot
out
going
the
on.
add-ons. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, you have a lot going on, guys. You can check out the campaigns. 50 backers. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, um, so the link to all of this is in the description of the video and pinned in the chat. Please check it out, guys. Share it with other people around the social media. Um, excellent, excellent. Okay,
And thanks
stop
for
the
having me
screen.
on.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Corissa. So, but you're moving too fast. I can't have you on every month, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah. January. We'll do January for book 2.
January. All right, you'll be back in January.
I'll bring my new plushies.
Yeah. You do that. You do that.
Great.
Excellent. Okay. Before we close off, guys, there's something else that I need to show you guys. So we have the Perfect 10 issue 4 is on Indiegogo. You can check it out there. You can get cover A and cover B, beautifully drawn by Pau and colored by Daniel Rodriguez. But we're also now on FundMyComic, and I want to show you that for a moment, if I have it. Yes, I have it ready. Right. Perfect 10 issue 4 exclusive FundMyComic cover, guys. I launched this yesterday. Look at this. It's drawn by Dan Dahl. He drew this beauty. Look at this, guys. He drew this, and you can only get it here through FundMyComic. You can't get the other covers here. So if you want the other covers, you need to go to Indiegogo. But here you can also get the previous issues. So you can get all the books here, but you get issue 4 with the Dan Dahl cover, which will be limited also. So we will print them. So people order them. We will print them by order, and we will overprint a little bit, but not much. So these will become rare, and they cost the same as the other covers right now. So check it out. And the rest of the campaign is exactly the same. So you get quality stuff. This is pure superhero action stuff, guys. This is if you love colorful superhero comics, like 90s, a little bit of 90s vibe going on, with a fantastic story, with crazy characters, with awesome superpowers. This is your book, right? And you can get commissions. Power draw any character you want, and all the stretch goals that will be unlocked through the other platforms. We will add here. So it's just on extension of the campaign, right? So the link to this is also in the description of this video. Stop the screen. All right, Corissa, this was it for today. Thanks for being my guest.
Thanks for having me on your 100. That's awesome.
Yes, the 100th episode, guys. This was the 100th episode of A Drink with Brink. Thank you all so much for being here, for watching, for the interaction. If you like this conversation, please give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike, and I'm very sorry. I will be back next week, of course, for A Drink with Brink. Maybe I'll do an extra stream in between. I don't know, but A Drink with Brink will be back next week. Same time, same channel, new guest. Hope to see you guys then. Bye-bye, guys.